Boris Johnson, is he the Winston Churchill or the Benny Hill of British politics? As Brutus said to Cassius in William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, there is a tide in the affairs of men which, taken at the flood, can lead to great fortune. And he goes on to ask, on such a sea as this, maybe we are afloat. Well, think about Benny Hill. He was flawed but funny. At his peak, he entertained the world. Benny Hill's day came and it went, but people still remember this funny, even though politically incorrect guy who had lots of issues. And Boris is different. He has, however, offended many, but like Benny Hill, Boris is comedic. He's clumsy, he's irreverent, he's unpredictable, he's populist. But the difference is Boris is running the country. Benny Hill wasn't. The world loves to laugh, and in these desperate times, we need mirth and something to smile about. These allegations and these issues that have affected Boris are problematic. However, the problem that we have as a country is that when the show ends and the comedian exits stage left with the world at his feet and the applause is high, and he goes out into the world reaping the benefits of his rambunctious self, what will we be left with as a country? We may well be left with the real lived experiences of living in modern Britain, warts and all, with contracts being issued out to friends, with people in everyday life struggling to maintain their livelihoods, struggling to get access to health service. But the comedian has exited left, and we are left metaphorically holding the baby. The British Conservative Party is the most successful political party in the world and has dominated British politics in the 19th, 20th and most of the 21st centuries. In its 200-year history, the Conservative Party has had 21 different leaders, 19 have contested elections and only 4 have failed to win. Contrast that with the Labour Party, where only 4 of Labour's 19 leaders have won an election in the last 40 years. Only Tony Blair won an election. It is true, and I think it is, the evidence just does suggest this, that Tony Blair was one of our best, if not the best, British Prime Minister we've had. The nation, and indeed the world, felt confidence under Blair Brown, and the UK prospered economically and socially. People felt better off as a result of his premiership. Boris, however, is not by any stretch a great Prime Minister. He is an alluring character, idiosyncratically astute, but the problem is that the British public is about to be financially worse off. A, as a result of Brexit, B, as a result of the management of the economy, C, as a result of broken pledges on national insurance and taxation, and C, the botched attempt to address social care. The litmus test of any great Prime Minister, indeed of any Prime Minister, is how the population, how the citizens feel in their pockets. Yet, with all this upending, the irregularities, the idiosyncrasies, the man that is Boris Johnson continues to defy political logic and continues to entertain and disappoint with equal measure. Winston Churchill went on to state that the key to understanding Russia was a national interest. Similarly, I think the key to understanding Boris Johnson is self-interest. And at times, his self-interest may well align with the interests of the British public, but we're beginning to see more times than not, it doesn't. Going back to William Shakespeare, Brutus and Cassius's conversation, there is a tide in the affairs of men which, taken at the flood, can lead to great fortune. Omitted, a voyage is bound in shallows and in miseries. My question, is Boris now afloat on a low sea, where misfortune, misery awaits the majority of the British public? Oh, for Boris and his government to be true, to plough a straight furrow. Oh, for Boris and his government to realise that the country is dependent on them effectively and efficiently managing this country on all our behalf. But I return to my question. Winston Churchill or Benny Hill? Is Boris Johnson the Benny Hill or the Winston Churchill of British politics? Only time will tell.